Ancient Greece, the civilization that changed the world. Imagine a world without modern democracy, without the Olympic Games, without philosophy as we know it, and without some of the greatest stories ever told. Now imagine a civilization that helped shape all of them. This was ancient Greece. More than 2,000 years ago, across the mountains and islands of the Mediterranean, Greek city-states began building a civilization whose influence would reach far beyond its own time. But ancient Greece wasn't one united country. Instead, it was made up of independent city-states called polis. And among the most powerful were Athens, Sparta, Corinth, and Thebes. Athens became famous for something revolutionary: democracy. The people of Athens developed a system in which citizens could participate directly in decisions affecting their city. It wasn't democracy as we understand it today. Women, slaves, and foreigners were excluded. But the idea itself would eventually influence governments around the world. Athens was also home to some of history's greatest thinkers. Socrates challenged people to question what they believed. His student, Plato, established the academy and wrote about politics, justice, and society. And Aristotle, a student of Plato, studied everything from biology and politics to logic and philosophy. Their ideas are still studied thousands of years later. But Athens wasn't the only power in Greece. In Sparta, life was completely different. Spartan society was built around military strength and discipline. Boys were trained from a young age to become soldiers, and Spartan warriors became legendary for their courage and endurance. Athens valued intellectual and cultural achievement. Sparta valued military discipline, and their rivalry would eventually lead to one of the most famous conflicts of the ancient world, the Peloponnesian War. But the Greeks also faced enemies from beyond their city-states. In the 5th century BC, the mighty Persian Empire invaded Greece. The Greeks fought back in a series of famous battles, including Thermopylae, Salamis, and Plataea. At Thermopylae, a small Greek force led by Spartan king Leonidas made a legendary stand against the Persian army. Although the Greeks were eventually defeated there, their resistance became one of history's most famous examples of courage. Then came a man who would completely transform the ancient world: Alexander the Great. Born in Macedonia and taught by Aristotle, Alexander became king at just 20 years old. Within a little more than a decade, he had conquered a vast empire stretching from Greece to Egypt and deep into Asia. His conquests spread Greek language, culture, art, and ideas across the ancient world. This cultural blending became known as Hellenistic civilization. The Greeks also left behind extraordinary achievements in art, architecture, science, literature, and sport. They built magnificent temples. They created realistic sculptures. They developed theories about mathematics, medicine, astronomy, and the natural world. And they created the Olympic Games, originally held in honor of the god Zeus. But like every great civilization,